Hi guys, this is Rusty78609 with his camera in the wrong spot. Close. We're alright. It's alright. I don't have to be perfect. Anyway, this is Saturday, late morning, close to noon, getting ready to eat lunch here in a minute. But I had a thought. Most of you know I'm getting a new RV, a 2018 Coachman Clipper Cadet 16 CFB, which means front bedroom. Should be here the end of September, and I will start going camping again using a travel trailer at that time. I have camped in a travel trailer. Actually, I've lived in a travel trailer for almost 30 years, and several years ago I pulled them all over the western USA. Then I parked this thing here about 4 years ago, and under a cover. This is my home base in Central Texas, and I haven't pulled it since, but I did go camping in a Toyota Prius off and on for about 5 years, and I also went camping in a pickup, a Ram pickup with a Lear camper top on it, and I've learned some things, some good things that'll help me. So whenever you want to go camping, there's a lot of options. Of course, you've got state parks, national parks, RV parks, boondocking, dispersed camping, and all those other things. But if you're prepared for all of them, then you've got a lot of options, okay? In other words, if you have your travel trailer or RV or whatever set up to be fully self-contained, either using a generator or solar and some other simple little things that I'll touch on, then you're good to go, and you got a lot of options, because it's getting more crowded out there every single day as we speak. And I say out there, out camping. So here's some things I have learned and I will use in the future, very near future, when I go in my travel trailer. It's this. One, when I was camping in my Prius and my pickup with the camper top, I found out that pooping in a little bucket ain't bad. It won't kill you. Okay, that's one. Number two, that's good. Number two, I like that. Is peeing in a gallon jug ain't going to kill you either. Okay, and you can dump one in the trash and pour one on the ground and water the trees. So that takes care of that. You don't have to fill up your black tank and your gray tank, okay, or your black tank. So that's good, because when you're camping, you don't want to have to be worrying about or boondocking. You don't want to have to be worrying about going to a dump station and all that stuff. But as far as the fresh water, you can carry as many gallons as you want. The one I've got on order has a 33-gallon freshwater tank, and I doubt that I'll ever have that much water in there, but I may put 10 or 20 gallons in there, depending on if I find a good site or think I'm going to a good site and going to be there for several days, or could be there for several days. I might put as much as 15 or 20 gallons. I don't know. Depends. But for the human issues, the pooping and the peeing, no problem at all. I learned that in the Prius, and I learned it in camping in the pickup with the camper top. So that allows me to be totally free, okay? I don't have to worry about hookups at all. I also have a ZAMP 120 watts solar panel, portable solar panel that hooks up to a 120 amp hour AGM battery, and using that battery and charging it with the solar, I can run a fan 10 hours a day, and run my 12-volt refrigerator 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I'm completely set up for off-grid living or boondocking or whatever I want to do, and that's the way I want to live. So as far as setting up your RV for boondocking, there's no big trick to it. You just have to change some things. You're not at home anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. So, just if you don't mind making a few compromises, you don't have to worry about your black water and gray water. And, if it's a hot day, and you want to pull into a state park with electric and water, hell, do it. That's what I plan to do. I've just given myself much more flexibility than I had years ago when I was pulling my RV all over everywhere. I always had to go into, I don't know why I did, but I did. I didn't even think about boondocking. I thought about RV parks, state parks, and national parks with full hookups only. That's the truth. I never did disperse camp. I think I stayed at Walmart a couple of nights, but that's it. And the battery was dead the next morning anyway. we had a ghost drain, or I had a ghost drain, whatever. It drained it pretty quick. But now I'll have two batteries. I'll have the battery on the travel trailer, which is a 75 amp hour battery, just a cheapie. But it'll be okay for running the LED lights inside the RV and the 12-volt water pump, which is all I'll need. And I don't need the lights very often, so that's not an issue with me. So, as to fixing up my little 16-foot CFB Coachman Clipper Cadet, there's a lot of things it didn't come with. For example, in the bathroom area, in the shower area, there's a plastic thing that goes around the walls, and it's called a bathroom surround. Okay, it keeps the water from getting directly on the walls of the RV and protects it, so to speak. Well, mine doesn't come with that. And to get one of those little boogers delivered here is a little over $200, and they're flimsy, nothing to them, and they're easy to install, but I really don't want to spend $200 on that flimsy piece of nothing. So what I found was today at Home Depot was what's called, it's an underlayment. It goes under carpet or flooring or whatever. It comes in rolls, and it's plastic stuff, and so it'll work. It's the width is good, and you can get I think it comes in 100-foot rolls, giant rolls, but a 100-foot roll or 50-foot roll, maybe it's 50 feet. But anyway, it's like the good quality one was like $50. That's the one I'll probably get, and just use a piece of it actually. But I think that'll work for the shower deal, the surround. That'll solve that problem. And then I looked at storage things, to solve some of those issues, because I don't have, I don't have a bathroom sink, I don't have a bathroom cabinet, don't have anything in the bathroom except a toilet and shower, and that's it. Got one kitchen sink. So all my bath stuff's going to have to be moved to some other location, which is not much anyway. But be that as it may, what I'll do is I'll get a couple of towel racks and put them in the bathroom area, not a problem. And then I'll get a deal that hangs over the door, probably for some of the bath stuff, maybe. And then for the dishes and knives, forks, spoons, I'm going to get some those wire baskets and use those for a number of reasons. One is they're stackable, and two, they're very lightweight, and I don't want to be adding a lot of weight to the travel trailer. So anyway, everything is sitting on go except one thing. And what's that, Rusty? I don't have the travel trailer yet. But I'm ready. I'm getting ready. As far as the TV, it doesn't come with a TV. It doesn't come with a control panel for monitoring your black water, gray water, and fresh water and battery. It doesn't have any of that. It doesn't have any speakers. It doesn't have a lot of things. It doesn't have a direct ignition propane tank, but for boondocking, I don't need it. I've never needed that anyway. The thing it comes with, it amazes me. It comes with a power awning. I can't believe it. It does. And also, it doesn't come with a roof AC. It comes with just a window AC mounted above the kitchen sink. But all that'll work. And the only time I'll use the AC when I'm camping in the far wherever is when I have 110 volt. Of course, it does have a refrigerator 110 volt only. It's not a three-way fridge, so I'll only be able to use that when I'm hooked up to shore power, so to speak. But I've got a Dometic 12 volt CF18 that I can run off solar. I've run it, you can run it 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, no problem at all. And I did it with my solar and my battery, and everything worked. Did it for several weeks, so that's not a big issue. So we've got all the bases pretty much covered, except I don't have the travel trailer yet. That's a biggie. You need that. And what else? As far as taking a trip, I'm not sure. Am I going to go to the RTR Rubber Tramp Rendezvous? Probably not. Reason is I went there once. It's okay, and Quartzsite is where people go to get out of the winter weather in the northern states, all right, and other states that have cold weather. Well, I live in central Texas. We really don't have cold weather at all right, we just don't. I mean, I'm kind of at Quartzsite. My weather here is probably better than Quartzsite in the winter, because it's just it's nice, and I've got a full hookup. But anyway, as far as the rest of the travels, I may do some trips in the fall. I'm not sure where yet. And then in the spring, I may leave out of here in March or so and go as long as I want to go, just like I used to do when I was on the road years ago pulling my travel trailer. I mean, I was gone for years. I mean, I've been, wherever I parked was home. I had a P.O. box in Buchanan Dam, Texas, and I'd just call them on the phone, tell them where I was, and they'd forward my mail. That's it. No kidding. That's how easy it was back then. That was only a few years ago, actually. It wasn't that long ago. I mean, I've been on the road, I've been doing this for about 30 years. But now, I went to the post office in Kingsland and checked. They have this, it's the U.S. Post Office Preferred Forwarding Service. Well, it costs you like $50 to set it up. And then while you're traveling or wherever, it costs you, you got to pay a $12 a week fee, whether you have your mail forwarded or not. But that $12 a week fee covers one forwarding. Well, I'm not going to pay them because I don't have that much mail coming in anyway. So that they told me that since I have a P.O. box there, that as long as I've paid the fee, they'll hold the mail forever. As long as I've paid the fee, they'll stack it up for years. So I said, well, I might be gone 6 or 7 months. They said, not a problem. We'll just save it till you get back. And but I don't get any important mail, so that issue's solved too. And as far as the home base, there won't be anything here, hardly. Just junk. So anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, you guys that are thinking about going boondocking and all that stuff, if you'll just kind of learn to live with, quote, natural things, let your, don't worry about pooping in a bucket or peeing in a container, and that, just think of how much trouble that saves you, not having to fool with dump stations, man. And some people are just too sensitive for that, but for me, it doesn't bother me 5 cents. But anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. Will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and help you lose weight because you'll feel full. Take deep breaths, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth several times a day. Why? Because it reduces stress, which lowers your blood pressure, and all that's good for you. So what else? Walk, stretch, eat good food. Don't eat out much. Eat less, and that's hard to do, I know. But having said that, guys, from Central Texas on a beautiful day, adios. And you guys in Florida, good luck. Adios, guys. Bye-bye.